Russia retaliates against Trump's opponents. On Friday, the Kremlin added 500 names to its list of American sanctionees, including several people who are enemies of former President Donald Trump but appear to have no overt connection to the war in Ukraine or Russian policy. After the United States imposed sanctions on Russian officials as punishment for the war Russian President Vladimir Putin launched against Ukraine in February 2022, Russia retaliated last summer by restricting the travel and financial activities of 963 Americans. Some Republican politicians who have criticized the Biden administration's support for Ukraine have been silent, while others have been designated as personae non grata by Moscow since then. Some prominent Republicans are on the Russian Ministry of Foreign Affairs updated list, including Alabama Senator Katie Britt, Ohio Senator J.D. Vance, and Arkansas Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders. The list was also notable for the punishment it meted out to Trump's more public foes. Russia's foreign ministry issued a statement in response to the new sanctions, saying, in response to the staple anti-Russian sanctions by the Joe Biden administration, which are designed by Washington to inflict maximum damage on Russia, personally affecting officials and ordinary citizens of our country, 500 Americans are denied entry to the Russian Federation. But Trump has avoided criticizing Putin for the war in Ukraine and has instead complimented the Russian leader on multiple occasions, so some of the people on the list have clashed with him. The list includes New York Attorney General Letitia James, who has sued Trump for fraud, and Georgia Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger, who reportedly refused to cave to Trump's demands that he change the results of the 2020 presidential election. Trump's special counsel in the investigation into his efforts to overturn the 2020 election and his handling of classified documents after he left office, Jack Smith, was also punished. During the attack on the United States Capitol on January 6, 2021, U.S. Capitol Police Officer Lieutenant Michael Byrd shot pro-Trump rioter Ashley Babbitt. Trump called Byrd a thug, and pushed unsuccessfully for the officer to be charged in Babbitt's death, despite the fact that there is no evidence linking Byrd to Russia. Former President Barack Obama, MSNBC host Rachel Maddow, and late-night TV hosts Stephen Colbert, Jimmy Kimmel, and Seth Meyers are also on the new list from Russia. Swedish economist Anders Slund wrote in the Kyiv Post, "Needless to say, nobody from Fox News or the extreme right is being sanctioned." Russia's foreign ministry has now told us all we need to know, Slund said. It doesn't like anyone who has even a passing familiarity with Russia if they aren't 100% behind Putin. In addition, it is not shy about interfering in U.S. domestic politics. Political strategist on the global stage George Ogden played down the impact of the sanctions. Ogden told Newsweek that talking about irrelevant sanctions like these is just inside baseball for political nerds. The domestic political impact of Putin's latest move is nil, but academics like Slund enjoy naming the sanctioned names of obscure think tankers and former diplomats as if they were A-list movie stars banned from the red carpet.